Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Let's Play series. Happy New Year! This is, I think, the first video of the Let's Play series in 2024. And I'm excited to show you some more stations that I find are really beautiful, really well designed, that I missed in the last video. I know a lot of you had comments after I posted that video, oh, how come you missed this station, or how come you missed that station? And I apologize for that. I don't mean to do that on purpose. It's just that there's so many very nice looking stations in this server that I feel like this deserves a second look at. So I decided to make a part 2. So right now we are starting at Einberg Central station. I know I've featured this in the past, but it deserves a second look. Look at this beautiful chandelier. We're starting here at Einberg Central. Let me exit the station and show you what it looks like from the outside. And already we can see some very nice buildings on the side. Here is a tram stop. I still don't know if there are trains running through here yet. I see there's a system map there, but I'm not sure if there are actually trains going through. This is Einberg Central and Depot Bridge. Okay, might still be work in progress. But if we take a look around at all the buildings, there's even a text in italics of the main station building. What is this up here? Is this a mob farm or some copy and paste structure? I feel like it would be better if we look at this in the daytime, don't you think? By the way, I'm trying this mod called the Distant Horizons mod. It's supposed to like cache the chunks when they get unloaded so that you can still see them from far away, but I don't think it's working very well for me right now. Look at all these artifacts. Anyway, this is a daytime view of the station. Look at the curves. The middle there's a dome in the middle station building, and there are curves on the sides, a beautiful roof curving down. Wow, this mod isn't working very well for me. Look at the buildings. Look at the chunk edge. I think what it is if my chunk I'm currently in is not loaded, it'll make this weird circle around me. Whereas the chunks farther away from me will be drawn. So like this chunk right here is not loaded. So when I get close to it, yeah, we have to wait until the chunk gets loaded in. But this is a really peaceful town with a lot of different styled buildings. I really like the style of the buildings, even though it's empty inside, but that's okay. If we look from the outside, it looks very peaceful and it's like a place that I would want to live in. And there's some tram tracks going down the middle here. It's very unfortunate that I'm unable to just fly around freely to look at it because of the chunk loading issues. And I don't know when I will get that fixed, honestly. Like, I don't have enough money to buy new hardware right now, and so we'll just have to... I don't know what we'll do. Hopefully 4.0 can fix some things about the performance, but I don't know if that's gonna fix chunk loading because that has to do with my SSD and processor and stuff like that. Look at that. Alright. I think we've gotten a decent look at Einberg, the little village here. Oh, I think I'm able to get a good rendering of all of this. I think the key is to set my own render distance to really low and rely on the Distant Horizons mod to render the rest of this stuff. So look at this. Wow. This is a very beautiful view of the whole city. I think this part's just not finished yet, but looking from here, that's really nice. Alright, I think we have seen enough of Einberg. Let's move on to the next station on our list. That is Bayside Central. So we're just at Einberg. We're going to Bayside Central. Doesn't look like there's a train that goes through there easily. But for this video, I'm not going to be taking the train very much because we want to get to as many stations as we can. Actually, since Einberg Central is kind of work in progress still, we're going to go to Granary Street, which is right around here. Is this it? Nope, that's untitled. Here. There we are. Granary Street. If we look at the design, up there is just like a flat world, so we're not gonna take a look too much at the surface. Actually, I think the exit was pretty nice as well. So we have this creative use of anvil blocks for the fencing of the outside, and we also have these frog lamps to show us which escalator goes down and which escalator you shouldn't go into. And then inside, we have this beautiful design with copper blocks making up the text of the station name as well. And we have some passenger information displays that match the theme of the station in general. We also have that in Einberg. I forgot to point that out. And it looks like we have a few lines coming through here. This is a very cozy underground station. It doesn't feel dark and dingy at all. Like, I know a lot of stations in the US, if they're underground, they're very dark and there's like dripping water and mold and trash everywhere. But that's not the case here at all. This is very nicely lit up and nicely designed. We have a tram here, route U10 to May Center. Alright. There is 2 cross-platform interchanges here, but if you want to transfer like that, you're gonna have to cross over to the other side. Okay, let's see what's next on our list. Next, we're gonna go all the way south to Inage Kaigan. So we were just up here somewhere. This is Einberg, and then Inage Kaigan is somewhere down here. Quite a distance. Actually, since last time we did visit Inage Kaigan, let's go to Jakaranda Hill instead. Okay, here we are at this beautiful station. I think let's... I was thinking of setting it to daytime, but it also looks really nice at night. It's like a glowing glass box, but it's not just a random glass box that like old Minecrafters used to build as their first base or something. This has a lot of detail in it. It's not a perfect square shape, which makes it more interesting to look at. We have a mix of slabs, and I think this is deep slate, right? If I'm not mistaken. Cobbled deep slate. And then we also have some quartz and... what is this block right here? Calcite. And I really like this slope shape over here, where the deep slate cuts through the glass here. Wow, and then we have a road cutting through. We have an upper level platform. I think this is part of the Hanakoshi line, which is not open for service yet, but excited for when it does. I think the 4.0 update would really help it a lot, because right now the scheduling is a mess because the server keeps lagging. That's unfortunate, but we do have the Sprigatito line in here as well. So I think that's by OTS, whereas the Hanakoshi line is by Forest. The Wanton line is by Stronger, and there's also an interchange for that as well. For the Hanakoshi line portion, there is a big iron fence so that you can't go in there yet. So let's check out the platforms for the Sprigatito line and see what that looks like. Wow, even this hallway looks really nice with the stained glass and the little lamps on the ceiling. Wow, and this concourse area is not like a perfect box either. There's this sloped wall, which makes it look much better than just a box. And the platforms are down here. Really nice design with the crossbar. The crossbar makes it look like it's diagonal. And I think this is actually the terminus of this line. So the trains coming through here are going to be terminating, and the outbound platforms are over here. There's still 2 more minutes for this train over here, but there's a train coming in here that's going to be terminating. A lot of detail was even put at lining the top of the platform's green doors. It's not just like a flat line of light sources, but instead we have a mix of slabs and end rods. Okay. Wow, this is a stairway in the middle. I didn't even notice that. It just looks so natural as part of the station design. This is not a stairway though. This is just a support. It's just a crossbar. And then up here, there's an opening where you can see up to the upper level. Really nice. I really like this design for the platforms here. It has a mix of like a West Rail Line station feel, and I don't know. I don't know what mix it would have other than West Rail style. I was gonna say something else, but maybe, yeah, it's not like an American style, definitely. So let's go up to the Wanton Line platforms. I think it's over here, actually. Yeah. Oh, it is above ground. Nice. I didn't realize the Wanton Line had, like, elevated tracks like this. Oh, there's a train coming in here. This is just a very aesthetic view of the whole station. I think this part is the Hanakoshi, and this part is the Wanton Line. In the future, I'm guessing, we're gonna have cross-platform interchanges when this iron wall comes down to provide an easier transfer between the two. So I'm excited when that happens. Look how nice this view is, with the main station building over there, and then with this lavender like forest on the hillside. Wow. Alright, moving on to the next station, Bayside Exchange. So we were just at Jakaranda Hill, which is right down here. Bayside Exchange is... where is that? Right here, actually. So we're actually jumping all around the map today. These stations are in no particular order. Actually, they're in the order of what people suggested them in. Basically, what I'm saying is we're jumping around all over the map, and it's not very logical, but since we're not taking the trains, it's okay. So, we're at Bayside Exchange. If you remember, last time I made a video about the Moscow Metro add-on, the Russian Metro add-on, which contains a bunch of trains, some from Moscow as well. And this is a little museum that showcases the trains, I mean some of the Russian trains, not necessarily bundled with the add-on, but just some trains that people have added through resource packs. And I ended that video here last time, and we didn't get too much time to look around. So, oh, this is pretty cool. There's like a window to see the tracks down below. I feel like this is a separate light rail station. Is it? Oh, this is Bayside Station, not Bayside Exchange. So yeah, this is a different station. You have to pick the right side before you enter. And we have these Russian fare gates as well. So Bayside Exchange, that's the main one that we're going to visit, is over here. I remember the train tracks have a little water section over it. I don't think you really see this in real life because it's just not very practical, and if the water breaks the glass and the water falls down in the tunnel, that's going to be a huge problem as well. But in Minecraft, this is a really smart design, and I like this a lot. You can see the trains, and there's also water as decoration. Okay, so looking at Bayside Exchange, we have the sightseeing line up here. There's a train right there already. To Cyan Heights. Altinari. So that's all the way the train goes over there. Oh, Inage Kaigan as well. So if we came from there, we can just take the sightseeing line all the way to Bayside Exchange. It's going to be a long ride, of course. But the other side goes to Ostania, Twilight Spruce, which is really far on the other side of the map as well. So this is literally a cross-country train line, which is a local metro though. Okay, so we have the Blue Line, Sightseeing Express, Silver Line, and Red Line in here. So let me go through these gates. These are from the Russian Metro, or the Russian Metro add-on as well. When you go through, it changes color. Very neat. And this is the Red Line platforms. One side to Old Stockton and the other side to Spawn. I really like how these station poles are designed, even though they're all using the same block, smooth stone, but the shapes that they create make it very unique. And then we have the different colored stained glass as the ceiling, which makes it look not very boring. Okay, so I think the Blue and Silver Line are located underground. I think I kind of checked them out last time, but they weren't in service as far as I remember. Maybe now it's going to be running? Or it's just the Blue Line that's not running, probably. Yeah, no trains at the moment. But I think the Silver Line might be running. There we are. That's the Silver Line platform. And very simple design, but also very friendly and easy to navigate. So I like how the station walls have different colors. Mostly, or most of the time in Hong Kong, when you have tunnel stations like this, the whole wall is just black, like a tunnel color, with some advertising. But this side has a stripe going down the middle, kind of matching the end of the platform here as well. So, very cool design. We have another train coming back in here. Okay, I think I won't go too deep into the station or like talk too much about the station, just because we've come here last time when checking out the Russian Metro add-on. So let's see where we are going to visit next. This cluster of stations over here is worth checking out. So Isumi Area, I think, Midori. So we're coming from here. Bayside is somewhere around here, right? Better be. Yeah, Bayside Exchange is right here. And we're going all the way over here. Midori Peninsula Station, and there's a train pulling out right now. This is a really cute little area, like for, I don't know, just to take a look around. I wonder why I didn't come here earlier. Like, these platforms are, the design is pretty simple, but it looks really nice. Look at this mixed glass wall right here. And then over here, so I'm checking out this cluster of stations, not just that one station. So if we come over here and take a look at this part, this is also a very interesting floating station. Personally, I think I would put some supports, but this floating station idea is also quite interesting. So Midori Hantomura Station. Okay. So it's interesting because the two direction platforms are not aligned perfectly. So they're kind of staggered. And then there's a common crossing in the middle. It's a very unique design. And then we have a lot of acacia being used here. The ground is a mix of these logs and the strip logs. So that's very creative. And there's also lines of birch fences as well. Matches really well with this village over here. Let's see what is on the other side. I guess that way might have more stations. By the way, these bridges are also really well done. Like, they're using the custom Nemo Transit expansion OBJ support. So then the curves are much smoother, and there's actually like a concrete base to the tracks themselves. And then over here, this bridge, we have a couple lines of green lining the bridge, so it's not just a plain slab of material. And then these columns are also quite detailed. Over here, we have some more heavy rail. I see an R train just going through. I don't know why it's lagging so much, so many lag spikes. I think it's maybe because of the Distant Horizons mod. This R train is actually a custom R train because there's pink on top and the handrails are green. Wow. Okay, what station is this? To Rito Village. The station is Kogen. Looks like we have a little interchange here as well with the Hybra line and Shimano LRT. We have some custom maps here as well, which is always a really nice touch. And yeah, again, although the station is pretty simple, it's also not boring to look at as well. The ceiling has some stained glass and some slabs as well. Good mix of blocks. Good depth and not just all flat. Okay, so over here is the interchange with the Hybra line. I think we take this lift up to the Hybra line, or down, goes down. I've never been to this part before, so this is all new to me as well. Alright, wow. I've never seen this train as well. Oh, this is a 3D OBJ train. Wow, very cool. And then the walls as well, using the terracotta blocks. What does this say on the side? Hybrid 2024. Nice. Really nice work. Wow, the trains look very futuristic at the back. I really like that. Oops. And even the walls of the tunnels, you see these two different kinds of blocks. I think that is the sandy marble and the deep slate. I think. Yeah. And I think we also have an upper concourse section. Shimano LRT is that way, it says. But I don't see it. So this is the upper concourse of Kogen Station. Wow, what are these pillars? If they're just decoration, that's a really, really nice decoration. Like, how do you even make this kind of shape? It's like a spiral. Not really a spiral shape, just... Wow. I don't know. Just like some torch holders. And I really like the front of this station design as well. Like how there's a little balcony that sticks out with this lift shaft. It all blends in really well with the terrain. And it looks very modern as well. Wow, I really like this upper section of Kogen Station. Okay, are there any more stations in this cluster we can check out? So we took a look at Midori Peninsula. We took a look at Kogen, Rito Village, I think. Now let's go towards Isumi South. Isumi South Village and Isumi South. It's actually not very far from Kogen Station. This is very close. If you take a look over here, oh, kind of hard to see, but the Distant Horizon mods allows you to see. Those are like the two pillars we saw at Kogen Station. And so over here is, wait, I just forgot the name of it. Isumi South Station. Oh look, a retextured M train. Retextured, unrefurbished M train. So this line goes to, wow, Amethyst Valley. From Oasis Island to Amethyst Valley. So this is the one of OTS's trains, I think. Oh, is it a mixed fleet operation? Yeah, those are two different train types right there. Okay, let's continue checking out the station. Spigarito line? That wasn't that line though. That was the yellow one. I don't know why it's pointing that way though. Oh, maybe you have to cross over to get here. This is the Spiratito line. Oh, my frame rate. The lag spikes are not good. We also have a Shimano LRT connection. I think that is over here. This station blends in really well also with the biome. Lots of acacia usage, and the tall grass just makes it blend right in. This almost seems like a Minecraft structure that got generated because it blends in pretty well. I like the use of acacia, the different types of wood as well, like planks, logs, and even some spruce and birch inside, and oak. This bridge is also nicely designed. Now I understand why this side is green, like it has two green lines on it because the line color is green. And then this side, the line color is yellow, so the bridge has yellow and black. Just like a firefly. Fireflies that Minecraft decided not to add. And here is the light rail line, I think. Using S43's trams, but also retextured for OTS's branding. Nice. I like this part for the light rail. Like it fits in really well with the bridge up on top. Like you don't notice that it's an extra, I don't know, like sometimes light rail stations look like they stick out from nowhere. Wow, this is a full-on ad on the side of the train. That's really cool. Pelican Peak Ski Resorts. Open day and night, endless fun. 20 minutes from Tuford. That's a long time to get there. 8 slopes, 3 lifts. Like in terms of Minecraft time, 20 minutes is a long time. That's a whole day to get there. Anyway, wow, I'm really surprised I got to see this train with the full advertising. Alright. Wow. I also like this grass in the middle of the platforms. It just makes it look more natural, more green, more environmentally friendly. I guess more like a village station, although the station has a lot to it as well. Lots of lines. Alright, I think this is coming up to the next station in the line. Wow, pumpkins. Very interesting design. Isumi South Village. Okay, this is what the station is. Let's just take the lift up, because why not? Even in here, it looks so clean. I wonder what these middle tracks are. Probably light rail lines that bypass the station. But just the station design is so clean. You don't feel like you're in a tunnel at all. It's like very modern, very cleaned up. It just comes right out to this village. Nice. Isumi South Village. Wow. I'm very impressed by this whole area. I hope I'm not missing any more stations to visit, but let's move on to the next part. We are going to cut across all the way from up here, from Izumi down to Lower Forest, which is currently, I think, the end of the snow troll line. I'm not completely sure, because Dai Village Island, I don't know if that's open yet. So I'm standing here on the bridge of the snow troll line, looking at this beautiful sunset at Lower Forest. The choice of green blocks here really fits in with the theme. I guess it's not like actual green blocks, it's like station colored as well. Are these station colored blocks? Yeah. But it's just the choice of the block palette is really nice as well. This big arch is a pretty typical station design, but the pillars are also quite special, where we have some walls with prismarine light on top. So I actually don't know if there are any trains running through right now, so it probably won't see any trains. Like the PIDs are all blank. It seems like it's also a work in progress still. This is a lift shaft that is not being used. So I'll be looking forward to when this station is completed. Maybe more details would be added to it. I see there's a walkway all around the station. Maybe this is going to be used in the future. But okay, that's going to be the end of our detour to this part. Let's jump from Lower Forest up here to Egg Harbor. This is one of Puifu's stations, and the entrance is right here in the desert village. So I think it's designed with purple and orange right next to each other because those are the lines that serve this station. So let's go in. We have lots of artwork on the sides with some end rods as lighting. Actually, end rods aren't very bright in terms of Minecraft lighting. Oh, I always go on the wrong escalator if it's not on the left. And I wonder what this is, if there's a future APM planned here. And this end rod with glass pane design. I like that a lot. And this feels almost like a very old style architecture where there's a lot of arches and stuff like that, even like an old cathedral. And then down here in these tunnels, it feels like a very open space where the escalators are. Like if you look up, it just feels very open. Kind of reminds me of the London Underground escalators where there's an arch over the escalators. There's water running down the middle as well. It's an interesting installation for right next to escalators, because your escalators better be waterproof. They should be waterproof regardless, but with running water right next to it, you might have to use some outdoor escalators instead. Alright, so even the platforms here have some water pools here. And this is the Cupid line and the Violet line. So up there, Shawano line. I have actually not been on that, I think. Let's take a look at the platforms over here then. This is another open area for the escalators. Really cool. And then we have the same end rod lighting design. Wow. I don't know if this is finished or not, because there's a gap right there. And I like how this middle area has some open space, and then the block palette transitions to a dark brown on that side. Oh, we have an M train over here. This feels very much like Hong Kong suddenly. We have a passenger information display right on the wall, although you can barely see it. Okay. This reminds me a bit of Admiralty Station, the East Rail Line platforms, where there's a big open area and then you can go to the sides through these holes in the wall. Alright, so this is Egg Harbor Station. I almost thought that was an MTR Quest pull. Oh, it is! Wow, okay. I just found one, like, not on purpose. Just one station over is Rosemary Station. Just wanted to give this a little shout out as well. Another one of Puifu's stations where it's an underground platform with these crossbars as well, the diagonal crossbars. I really like the ceiling design in the middle here. We have a mix of the JCM normal ceilings and also the station colored ceilings. So we have this kind of almost random pattern, but it matches with the rest of the concrete blocks up there. And then we have a sudden switch of a theme here where we're using these colors, brown and I don't know what that color's, light pink. And then we're switching over here to some terracotta colors with red sandstone. I wonder if this is because of a switch in biome. But anyway, this works very well for this station. And then, even though it's an underground station, we're using platform gates rather than full-height platform screen doors. So that's also very unique. So if we go up to the concourse, there's not much of a concourse here, actually. Or this is the concourse. This part's the concourse. Yeah, not too much to see here. Very simple design. It comes out to this. I think this is a Minecraft generated village. Wow, I've never seen this building before. This is auto-generated as well. Alright. Now the final station we're going to visit in this video. This looks really trippy. I'm not gonna tell you the name of the station yet, but I really like this tunnel type. I think it's imported by the NTE mod as well, where you can import your own OBJ models as the tracks, which include this tunnel model. Remember that the stations on this list isn't in any particular order, but this is going to be the last one I'm going to review on the list. This is the Infinity platform. So let's try to go through the whole length of the platform and see what it looks like. I think I would like to feature this station just because it's so unique. Like the way it's designed is so unique. So this is Infinity Platform East. Let's go to the end of the platform, shall we? And it keeps going. And it keeps going. Wow, there's no station names here anymore. And there's no door on the platform screen doors anymore. It keeps going. Oh, train's going through. And oh, change color. And it keeps going and going and going. I apologize for the lag spikes, by the way. And then we're going to Infinity Platform Station. That's Infinity Platform East, and this is Infinity Platform. So these two stations are connected through a platform. So you could theoretically chase your train if you run fast enough. If you miss it here. Alright, let's go to the end of this platform. Infinity Platform West. Did you see the sign? And it keeps going again and again. Oh, it turned orange. We have more signs over here. And this is Infinity Platform West. If we look at the map right here, Infinity Platform West, Infinity Platform East. And Infinity Platform has an interchange for Mount Birch line as well. Wow, this train goes to Clanmara and Yangchuk, very far. And this also keeps going. Even beyond the end of this platform. Look, as far as the eye can see, the Infinity Platform keeps going. I'll let you check out the station on your own. Feel free to come on the server. If you want to join the server on your own, take a look at some beautiful platforms and beautiful station designs. Come join the Discord server, and the instructions on how to join the server are on the Discord as well. Hopefully you get fewer lag spikes than I am today, and hopefully you enjoyed the list of stations that we checked out today. I know there's more on the list that I want to go through, but we'll save that for another episode because this video is getting long. So thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe so that you can get notified of future updates. 4.0 is almost out. I'm feeling it's really close. Like, I don't know, I just have small things to fix. If you have not seen the latest updates, please check out the other video playlist as well. Alright, I'll see you next time. Bye!